our year. As we are gathered here today to light our candle, the celebration of Jesus Christ, who sacrificed. If you believe, you will believe. I know that we are made people here. So I know there is God somewhere. Always. But your God is your God. As we are gathered here, let us be blessed.
Because we poured a crowd in Bombing yesterday, one men are looking for notice in one Australia which are coming in. The law of faith was having meeting here to honor my related party program coming out to the party headquarters in the country. So having meeting with sedition and there's one to related party says to honor my youth. What do I have to honor my youth program? You people want to do the poor one pay party headquarters around business? between food on our table and party headquarters, we don't need rent. There's a party that couldn't pay their rent 2 years ago, they keep them up. They're not putting behind the building, they party headquarters, that wants to be blessed. But I have it because I was able to be in 2029. I saw I have it, you pay more. Then I don't put child and they want more party headquarters or they want food on the table or they want the harmonization to restore the salaries.
Our direct general be quite to prevent Musa ability from the Liberty Party. Musa is a criminal. Musa love money anyway, so he think do only money. Musa is honored. Musa is working for CDC. Musa's motive and goal is to destabilize CPP so that CDC can get a second chance. Since Musa ability became chairman, Liberty Party has not issued one bomb anything critical against the government because the gentleman only there for the government to ensure a second term. The only point in Musa's deal is comments.
Sia will be elected October 2029. It's not a magic, it's a reality. I mean, you drive along the road, you are a journalist. Didn't you do interview with the people along the road? The Liberians are disappointed. But we can't
I did not want to state this on the microphone. I have committed myself not to be where President Weah is. As a senator, every function where the president is, I would dare not to go there so we can maintain some level of respect.
It's sad to say that I'm not a politician. I was brought on board by these people. The people brought me because they wanted something.
We all ready to hear you allow us to finish it.
You can't go to America. You're touching somebody indicted, convicted, 760 years sentence. You're taking a name. I was supporting you. Yeah, the Holy Ghost.
You are a murderer. You are. You are on national TV ordering the torture and the slashing of the ears of the sitting president of the Republic of Liberia. You are a murderer. And you will have your day in court. And again, I thank President George Manneh Weah for cutting you loose because you were being protected by the powers that be. I thank my friend President Weah for cutting you loose, for not taking your calls.
On the comments, on the back, you will be associated with criminal. Of course, I will cause a line like lawyer. Don't take me for a joke. I want to be independent.
When you come up in our company, you shut me our company. Nonsense. If they're like that, what right? Wow, feeling with you.
Yes, man. It's about life and death. What are we going to try on you? Yeah. We have responsibility for the cross-section of young people in this country.
The contract was given to Honorable Matthew. So disappointing me when the people came, the Indian Council, along with the minister, came to visit the site. They were very disappointed on the way the money was spent. The other people came, they were not interested. The whole project was mismanaged.
Let the issues develop our country. Not be proud of our people. We should not be politicized. We want this to benefit from what is deserved from the national of this country. But the holistically want to make this country for a few or a particular group of fear. I think that's totally unfair to grasp for general people. I will never come here to you today and say to you because I am a citizen. And I think everybody in this country should be a citizen. They say because you're not a citizen, not have the right to survive. No, our message is to define us. We think this country will be fine, quicker than what it is. When it sounds, I would not. When it sounds, I reconcile. We are against vision in this country. We vote against people, few group of people who continuously want to delve themselves into actions that send a misconception about our country. Not fundamental issue is that the leaders of this country must take leadership. They have to take leadership. The leaders of this country.
I want to declare, we will not tolerate those kind of things. Those that constantly insulting the president. I want to declare that after this, there will be no senator in this country. And I can defy you. Now, whoever insult the president is king to walk in the street.
All hail Liberia Hill, this glorious land of liberty shall alone be ours. What a pleasant way to say good morning and welcome to the special edition of the Positive Show this morning. This is where we exchange ideas for the common good of our beloved country, Mama Liberia. Today is my last edition for the year 2025. Tomorrow, Farm Fumba and John Kessler will be here to conclude the year's edition, generally for the Positive Show. But it's going to be wonderful this morning. As always, we bring you the flash surges from the Rabbits International Airport, the vehicle traffic movement updates, the health tip, the prices of gasoline and fuel on the Liberian market, security alerts, our simple miners and courtesy tips, all packaged here in this edition of the program, The Positive Show. And on the flip side, 9 o'clock we'll be playing host to some aggrieved community members of Iron Factory Gardnersville on several issues relating to their being. especially their health. As you all know, one of the institutions in Liberia that produces building materials and all kinds of stuff is situated right within the iron factory area. But the folks have been complaining about pollution, have been complaining about a lot. So this morning we thought it wise to bring them so that the voices be heard. And as a professional journalist, a professional media institution, so we won't just leave it that way to have one-sided information. We've also asked the Seti brother communications consultant in person of Afratoba to speak on behalf of the Seti brother on claims and counterclaims by these aggrieved community members of Gardnersville Iron Factory. So Afratoba has agreed to join us via the telephone to speak on behalf of Seti brothers. So it's going to be wonderful from 9 to 10 o'clock. We're going to be discussing issues surrounding the Seti brothers and that of aggrieved members of Iron Factory Gardnersville. They're going to be here this morning. My name is Rufus Divine Cannon. I lead and honor follow. Voice among equals. Of course, I'm destined for greatness. So you be there because I'm here. And together we say the teamwork supportive. Commercial commitment is next on this broadcast. After a balance of our team song. Welcome.
MTN mobile money now way what the first time in Liberia. First time in Liberia, you can send money from your phone straight to Africa, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Uganda, Rwanda, Mali, and Senegal. No more stressing on how you will send your children's school fees to Rwanda or your market money to Guinea or even other your goods from Ghana. Momo is now across borders. So just now, *156*1# select international transfers and follow the instructions.
Send money inconveniently across Africa right from the phone. Dial *156*1# and select international transfer to cross borders with Momo. Outbound remittance powered by BNB and Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money.
MTN. Are you looking for fast, reliable internet for your home, small business, or office? Look no further. Get the MTN 4G router from any MTN service center today for just $49 out 4 router and $89 at 6 router. And enjoy connectivity and convenience like never before. No stress, just connectivity and convenience. You can activate your router yourself at any time using MTN Momo. And enjoy starting as low as $9.
Rush now and get your 4G internet router. Call 5656 for more information. Enjoy affordable, fast, and reliable internet with Lucasfell MTN. Business done better.
MTN. Ba, what's it making your face sour again today? Ba, I'm supposed to pay my landlord today, but I forget today last Saturday and the bank and close soon. But a big problem, but in MTN mobile money get push and pull service. Oh yeah, I can withdraw the money from my bank account to my mobile money account and pay my landlord in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Access Bank, Echo Bank, LBR, Bank, Afriland Bank, or Global Bank. Simply visit and request to link your bank account to your mobile money account. Get access to your money whenever you need it without any headache. It only takes 3 minutes. More, whenever, wherever.
MTN.
Across the whole continent, with all family now come together again. One more time, from Ivory Coast straight to Tanzania, Nigeria to Angola, everybody gets something to say. Until somebody say, maybe that will lock on Ivory Coast side all the time. From December 21st to the 18th of January, everybody will come together for the biggest football tournament for Africa. There are 424 countries in our 52 games. That the African Cup of Nations will wrap up 2025 talking about your show. Join our DSTV family live on Sports for only $25 US, and you get a 4 DSTV kit and enjoy one more of free access. To buy it or pay for it or reconnect, you must dial *156# on your Lucasfell MTN mobile money phone or *144# on your Orange money phone. And anything you want to know, you must call +231 775 10753 or +231 886 510 753.
Dear Christmas Peter, the other holiday, and I won't play the team, and I won't play talk, and I won't know Kimi. I just want my DSTV.
Whatever your wish is, this holiday season, you get all you want from the latest series like Taxi and Mothers of the Bride, movies and kids favorite for only $25 US and get a 4 kids in 1 month subscription for free. So buy, pay, or reconnect, dial *156# on New Star or *144# on Orange. For more information, call +231 777 510 753 or +231 886 510 753.
Liberia, are you ready? Your chance to turn small money into big winnings is here. It's the NLA 590 Lotto, powered by Blue Star Lotto. 5 balls out of 90. Match your numbers, win instantly. From Monday to Saturday, we draw twice daily to double your chances. The diamond draw is at 2 p.m., while the gold draw is at 8:30 p.m. To play is very easy. Visit any of our point of sales agents near you. Play for as low as $50 Liberian. Pick up your numbers from 1 to 90. Your printed ticket is your key to cash. Just a reminder, when you win, cash out fast through mobile money or Orange Money. Or better still, visit us at 18th Street, Cinco, 4th floor, a mile building, Monrovia, Liberia. This is your time to shine. Play today because luck might be calling your name. Not just that, Blue Star Lotto is now recruiting POS agents nationwide. Isn't that a good news? Join us and be part of Liberia's growing lottery network. Call us on +231 888 001151 or +231 778 0011 1151. Once again, call us on +231 888 001151 or +231 778 001151. NLA 590 Lotto. Play to win. Numbers are everywhere. It's the dawn of a new day in broadcasting, and I have got news for you, radio and television stations owners and managers. Expert Communications Consultant is here to solve your equipment installation and purchasing needs. At Expert Communication Consultant, we are the premier source for professional radio and television installation. Contact us today for the following services. We build, install, and do servicing on towers from start to finish. We do a full installation of radio and television equipment. We soundproof and brand radio and television studios of all kinds. We do repairs on radio and television equipment. We do order radio and television equipment as well as spare parts from Italy. The biggest news is we have state-of-the-art solar broadcasting system that uses solar power. So look no further for your communication perfection. Expert Communication Consultant, your premier source for professional radio and television installation. We are located on 10th Street in Cinco, Monrovia, right in the technology building. We can be contacted on 231-886-462632 or 231-770-462632 or email us at owutsop33@yahoo.com. Expert Communication Consultant, your premier source for professional radio and television installation.
New Car Renter is bigger and better with affordable rides for you. Anywhere in Monrovia is $5 or its equivalent for a ride. You can order a ride anywhere within Cinco and Central Monrovia and pay just $5 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. Airport drop-off is $30 or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. And Painesville is just $15. Book your ride by calling 0880-3786-92, 0880-378-487, or 0555-773-773. Once again, book your ride by calling 0880-378-692, 0880-378-487, or 0555-773-773. You Car Renters, your affordable ride just for you.
Are you looking for that perfect live band to make your event unforgettable? Look no further than Shatter Live Band Service. With our exceptional music talent and cultivating performance, Shatter Live Band will bring the magic to your special occasion. Shatter Live Band, the heartbeat of your event, bringing joy and rhythm, making memories heaven sent. From wedding to parties, they will set the stage on fire. Shatter Live Band, your ultimate desire. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or private party, Shatter Live Band Service is the answer. Our diverse repertoire and energetic performances will keep your guests dancing all night long. Don't settle for ordinary when you have the extraordinary with Shatter Live Band Service. Contact Shatter Live Band Service today on 0881 248401 and let the music speak for itself. With Shatter Live Band Service, where every note tells a story. Oh yes, after the commercial commitment, we are back now to begin with the various segments this morning. So let us start up with the exchange rate before going to the traffic this morning. So the exchange rate this morning, as of the 29th of December, was posted on the website of the Central Bank of Liberia. The buying and selling rates. So we have 177.14 as the buying rate and 179.56 as the selling rate. So we are making our way now to the vehicular traffic movement, where our guy is. He's personally, we don't know where in particular, but Francis will update us this morning regarding the vehicular traffic movement to where he is at the moment. So Francis, let's try to get Francis via the telephone this morning as he informs us on the vehicular traffic movement this wonderful Tuesday morning, the 30th day of December. Francis, good morning. Let me get on speaker. Let me see if I can get Francis on the. Okay, Francis, are you there?
Yeah. I'm still. Yeah.
Okay, so how are you this morning?
Yeah, I'm good this morning. You know, the breath of life. Grateful to God for His life in me this morning.
Okay, that's good. And just seeing you after the Christmas. And how was your Christmas?
Yeah, the Christmas was great. You know, it was very, very nice. Especially spending it to the station, being around there, learning a lot of tricks within the media landscape. So it was so good being in the media.
Okay, to the issue now. The first one to actually know, and I'm also very curious to know, where are you at the moment?
Personally, I'm right there at the National Election Commissioner here office, 9th Street, and there where I'm posted right now.
So the vehicular traffic movement this morning, you care to drill us through how is it like, as the atmosphere out there like, in terms of vehicle movement from one end to the other, pedestrian from one end to the other, and how many police officers do we have at that station?
For the police officers, we have 2, but they are not directing the traffic. They are seated. Yeah, you know, we just from the Christmas celebration, so you will not experience that much traffic. The vehicle movement here is free. You can have access to it. You don't have a detour. So police is not ready in a hurry mode to regulate the traffic. So the traffic movement here is free this morning.
So while on your way from the Painesville Belt towards St. Paul, what did you observe?
Yeah, what I observed is that I was even worried when I was coming this morning. I thought I could be stuck in the traffic. But especially to 540, the ministerial complex, I thought I would be stuck in the traffic. But when we got there, I found out that there was no traffic there at that movement. I don't know about now, but for that movement, there was no traffic there. And what I observed is the people who are working on the passes of the overhead bridge created another avenue where you can get access to make your way to come to town. So when I got there, I was like shocked. I said, wow, people are really working. The workers are doing extreme work there to make sure that we don't have that much traffic as it used to be.
Any other thing before we take leave of you?
Yeah, really it comes to the traffic light. The traffic light, I will continue to call on the rightful authority to see how best they can get the traffic light active, because from that of the single bill to come to Washington, you will find out that the traffic light, everything are all off. So it's not really working the way it used to. Before the season, we saw the traffic light on, but when you get to GSA junction, you will find out the traffic light is up there. You go to People, it's up. And that of the 72nd Police Academy Junction, that the traffic lights are also up there. So we call the railway authority to see how best they can install the light back, that can be active.
Okay, Francis, thank you so kindly for always doing what you are called to do and doing it to the best of your ability.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a pleasure being with you this morning.
It's also a pleasure being with you and having you on the line to talk about those issues that matters. So he did put it, indeed, we want to use this medium as well to call on the relevant authority to see reason in reactivating the lights. Is it about electricity or is it about the solar? I think that's electricity they're not using solar on those lights. So we called on the relevant authority to see reason in getting that light powered so that our people can actually follow the rules of engagement regarding the vehicular traffic movement in those areas. So if you are coming from the Rabbits International Airport, you know, sometimes some of us, it behooves us as journalists to do facts finding, you know, and we take up the time to do these things so that we verified the information that circulates in the public glare. We do not run with information that are not factual. So as a responsible journalist, we took up the time yesterday to visit the Rabbits International Airport Highway. And you understand, let's bring this. This has been something some folks have politicized, and I even saw for myself on one of the live feeds, the live podcast of the former representative of District Number 8 in person of Mr. Moses Akaras Gray, when he went live in showcasing that indeed it was fallacy provided by the government of Liberia when President Joseph Newman Boakai lighted the Rabbits International Airport Highway. So he went on live showcasing the distance where the lights are. He said in his words that it is fake. The lights are not on the Rabbits International Airport. It is just segmented and all sort of things. So as a journalist, I thought it wise to go around there and let us understand those areas where the lights are not on. Those areas are still yet under construction. The roads are not completed in total. Yes. So you will understand that the guys will not install the lights there because there are still more works being done. Where the lights are places that have been completed. Listen to Mr. Gray going live when he reached certain place where the darkness were, you know, around the Tinker Village area there, because those areas are not yet completed. He will showcase the camera live. He said, oh, this place, you know, they lies, the people fake you, they lie to you and all the kind of stuff. Then when he get to, and why he was doing that is so comical, you know, it's petty. Why he was doing that, you know, the beam of the light, it reflects in the vehicle he was in. So when he get to certain areas, the light around the Bio College area there, the seminary area, that area going as far as the VOA was lighted, and it continues. So wherever he goes, like he will show a little portion of the light and then turn the camera to himself. When he reached the dark area that he put, he say, you see, no light here. And he shot himself in the leg. Let us put it, he shot himself in the leg. You will not have the people installing the lights where they are not completed. As far as the Boston area there, those areas from the barracks, as far as Boston, going forward, you know, those areas are not yet completed. So you cannot have the installation of the lights. Let us get, no, we need to be true to ourselves. Yes, we need to be true to ourselves. We as Liberians, we are our own problem. We don't have that sense of belonging in terms of saying to yourself, I am a Liberian and I need to be a patriotic Liberian. Nationalism is not part of our DNA. It's not even part of our thoughts. We only go about criticizing. When the good things are done, we don't commend. But when the wrong things are done, we go wide and far with criticism without making recommendations. So that was so petty about when I saw that thing where the former lawmaker was carrying on his live podcast, and I kind of wonder, and it brought me to the point to understand that we as journalists, we need to do more. We need to do more. Go beyond just a mere conversation on the radio. We need to do more facts finding. And thanks to our friends who are involved into fast checking. And I always say it helped us in our past election, where officials of government, opposition members, even citizens went live on radio and in communities making speeches for which lacked the facts. And when the folks went to do fast checking, some of these information are provided by people you have high regard in the society for, they were all fake, they were all false. And the ones that were corrected, and it was showcased. So we say kudos to our friends, especially my own good friend, Anthony Sekweni. Yes, he and his team are doing extremely well. Other fast checkers, we appreciate your efforts. And we as journalists, we need to go beyond just the mere talk, because we hold the public trust. In as much as a journalist, you hold the public trust, you must be able, there's nothing that should hold you back. Nothing should hold you back from being authentic. I always love to read this part of our creed. You know, the creed of journalists is just like our own Bible. I love to read the creed of journalists, so it informs us on our roles. That's why I encourage every journalist to get involved. Before you go to work, read the creed. It puts you in check so that you know your roles and responsibility in society. So this is it. I believe in the profession of journalism. I believe that the public journal is a public trust, that all connected with it are to the full measure of their responsibility, trustees for the public, that acceptance of a lesser service than the public service is a betrayal of this trust. So anything lesser than the public interest is a betrayal of the trust that is imposed in us by the public. It says, I believe that clear thinking and clear statement, accuracy and fairness are the fundamental to good journalism. I believe that a journalist should write only what he holds in his heart to be true. I believe that suppression of the news for any consideration other than the welfare of society is indefensible. I will stop it this far and let us get this line. It says, I believe that no one should write as a journalist what he would not say as a gentleman. That betrayal by one's own pocketbook is as much to be avoided as bribery by the pocketbook of another. That individual responsibility may not be escaped by pleading another's instructions or another's dividend. So you as a journalist, you have a lot. And like I always say, we are the ones who should begin the change that we want to see in Liberia. But the information we provide to the public, because information that we provide to the public gives the public the opportunity to go in that line. So if I'm misinforming you, definitely this is how your decision will, this is where your decision will derive from. So if I'm giving you adequate information that you read between the lines and say, okay, this is what I heard, and let me move in. But in our country, we run with fake information more than the good ones. So with that being said, we now take our route to the Rapids International Airport to bring you the flight schedules. So we will definitely begin with the arrivals at the Rapids International Airport. This morning, Ethiopian Airlines will arrive at the Rapids International Airport at 10:05, and the flight is ET942 from Freetown, Sierra Leone. Our next flight here is Air Peace flight P4753 from Accra, Ghana. We arrived at the Rapids International Airport at 4:15 this afternoon. And lastly, for arrivals at the Rapids International Airport, we have SN Brussels flight SN241 from Freetown, Sierra Leone. We arrive at the Rapids International Airport this evening at 9:15. Let's now go on to departures from the Rapids International Airport. So This morning, flight Radar 24 is reporting that Ethiopian Airlines flight ET942 will depart the Rabat International Airport at 11:05 this morning for Addis Ababa. And lastly, for departures, we have Brussels Airlines. Brussels Airlines flight SN241 will depart the Rabat International Airport at 10:45 this evening for Brussels. So that does it for the flight schedules from the Rabat International Airport. We now go on to the gasoline and fuel prices on the Liberian market. You understand that gasoline for the past almost 5 to 6 months, we've been having stable price and there have also been a reduction in the price. So you now have gasoline sold on the pump for $7.40, while fuel oil is sold for $800. You see, for quite a long time now, we've been experiencing, instead of increase, we see there's a decrease in the price, Yes, so we appreciate the relevant authority, the government of Liberia through the LPRC for what they are doing. And also we say thanks to the LEC, the management team of LEC they are actually doing extremely well. We must showcase these kinds of things. When the right things are done, we must come up and appreciate the people who are involved and appreciate ourselves, because, mind you, a teamwork supportive. So we say thanks to the management of LEC for your work done so far in maintaining, the regular electricity. This time when current go within 5 to 10 minutes, you gotta be back. People don't worry about current leaving and they're going to sleep in the dark. But mind you, there are other areas, when you experience a longer time of electricity, that means there is a work done in that area. And in the coming days, they are doing some changes of cables and other kind of stuff. So be aware, and we should appreciate the folks for what they continue to do. Let's also say thanks to the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. You are doing extremely well. Now you go in town, you don't experience the huge, stench of the manhole there. They are doing extremely well, trying to actually create another means to maintain the level of housing units that are in town, the offices and residential areas. In terms of the manhole, most of these buildings do not have the septic tank, so they use the sewage line to get the homes connected to. So you have an old age 1847 sewage line and things. So Mo Ali and his team are doing extremely well to create a new stuff, so that people can get that kind of stench, polluted roads, water all over the place. We see the guys are regularly cleaning the manhole and other kind of stuff. So it is on us as citizens to maintain these kinds of approach by adhering to the rules. If you have to pay your bills in time. Make sure to pay your bills in time. So it empowers the people who are working in that direction. So let's say Aliyu Kamara, thank you so much for joining us. Aliyu Kamara, join us. Please tell us where you join us from on our live feed. So if you're following our live feed, and just leave your comments there and we'll highlight it and recognize your presence. So that's it. So we appreciate all of you. Share the live, and it's going to be firing this morning. Some residents of a Grieve resident of Iron Factory, Gatineausville, will be here this morning to talk about the ordeal, the situation they have with the Seti Brothers Incorporated. They're in the Gatineausville area. I am a son of Gatineausville. I was born in Gatineausville, Iron Factory, but resident in Supermarket. Yes, I was born in Gatineausville, Iron Factory. My mother, right on the football field there, that clinic there. That's where I was born. And so when these things that tend to affect the livelihood of our people, we don't sit tight-lipped. We reach out and get their sides, we reach out to them and get their voices heard. That's why we take up the oath to inform our people, not to censor the information, and professionally, not to only get their side, we also reach out to the SETI Brothers team, wherein Alfred Topa, who said he is a communication consultant to SETI Brothers. He will be speaking on behalf of SETI Brothers via the telephone, while the folks from Gardnersville Iron Factory explain their ado they have with the management of SETI Brothers. So Jonathan S. Senwu Senior, I hope I got the name right. He said, good morning, Chief. Good morning, Chief. I am watching from Front Street, Monrovia. Thanks so kindly for informing the Liberian people. That's what we are called to do, and we need to do it. Void of censorship, it is where we see the reality. That's why journalism calls for. Get both sides of the story, not just running with one-sided story. So this morning, the folks will be here to talk about those things that matters. So let's now go on to our next segment, our health tip this morning. We always say to you, make sure to make water your friend. I like too much drinking business. Please make water your friend. Drink enough water. When you drink enough water, it helps to actually liquidate, the people be broke now. It helps to give the inner organs, to work properly. The heart, the kidney, the liver, they need water. Even the bloodstream, if there's no water, come on, what happens? Your blood clogged. So you need water, to get mixed up with the blood and all that kind of stuff. So drink as often as you can. Make sure drink responsibly. Yes, most of you sweat a lot. When you are sweating, know that you are dehydrating. So you need to rehydrate. That's why it is important that you drink water as often as you can. Now, let's move on to another thing that some of you don't know that we continue to emphasize on. When you are eating, make sure to avoid drinking cold water. It is not healthy, especially eating oily food and taking in cold water. It's not healthy for you. You need to desist from that. Yes, cold water is also synonymous to obesity. Yeah, you see some are looking big today. Those who know, some of us, how tiny we were, we got ourselves involved with the too much intake of cold water, thinking that we're doing good to ourselves. So not knowing cold water was actually adding up. We get our flat stomach and our cappy. And avoid the late eating. Yeah, avoid the late eating, not just only late eating, but wherein you going to take in oily food. Yeah, you're eating oily food late evening. Mind you, when you eat those oily food, you go to bed. And when you go to bed, the body goes at rest. So what's going to happen here is that it is the heart, the liver, and the kidney that continue to function. So all other parts of the body goes to rest. So the heart, the liver, and the kidney will be unable to work properly because that oil will not be broken down. Yes, that oil will not be broken down. So the body is not in motion to burn the calories and all that kind of stuff. Good morning to you, Musu Jensen. We appreciate your following this morning. So the body will not be able to break down the calories and all that kind of stuff. So avoid eating oily food before going to bed. Yes, avoid eating oily food before going to bed. That's why some of you, when you wake up in the morning, you feel so enunciated, you feel so tired, all because of that heavy tobacco or that heavy oily food you took in before going to bed. So make sure before you go to bed, eat your cucumber, yes, eat your cucumber. Cucumber is very good. It actually help the digestive system. You get your cucumber, you eat your cucumber. And we also want to encourage you to get ginger, drink the ginger tea or your lime tea before you go to bed. It's also healthy for you. It's good for your health. Ginger is not something ordinary. Ginger comes with lots of health benefits. Ginger, you get the ginger, the garlic, and even the bitter cola. They come with lots of health benefits, but don't misuse them. No, a lot of us, we abuse drugs. So likewise, fruits and other kind of stuff that will help our health, we abuse it because it's good, so we eat it more than what we should. So let us look at the limit. Banana is also good for you. Oranges is also good for you. So fruits as a whole, avocado, get to eat avocado, most especially we the men. It helps us so much. Your prostate gland, it helps, it suppresses the inflammation and all kind of stuff. So men get to make avocado, the one you call butter pear, a part of your diet. Eat butter pear, it's good. Another thing, you get the soursop. The soursop. It's very hard to find these days. Get the soursop, eat soursop. For those of you who are bothered with cancerous cells, sometimes you may be bothering with cancerous cells you don't know. So it is important when you make soursop a part of your diet, it's going to help you. It's going to help you. Even prostate cancer and other kind of cancer, that is very powerful. It's very powerful against cancerous cells. Another one I want to bring to your attention here is, you see the coconut water. Get the coconut water. For those of you who are bothered with ulcer, you bother with all sort of stuff, get the coconut water. And you get the coconut water, make sure you get the lime. Put the coconut water in a cup or a bottle. Squeeze. If you get the lime juice, put the lime juice in it. If you get the normal lime, squeeze it, and let it mix for a little while and drink it. It's very good for your health. See, some of us will look just good. These are things that we take in. And since we got the knowledge, we applying it, it's helping us see our body look good. We're not making all the money. Our little, we are grateful, but we're taking care of our health, because your health is your wealth. Know this, your health is your wealth. That's very important to us. So make sure, to those of you who are lovers of the thing you call energy drink is not adding on to you. It's causing a serious health problem for you. Before you made up your mind, you are coming down with some heart problem. You are coming down with some liver problem. That's why you go to the hospital. The number of liver and kidney problems is on the increase. That's why we want to call on the health ministry to come up with some of these data, so that when people get to know the status in terms of the way they came up with the AIDS data. You also come up with these kinds of things. How many people are getting these kinds of sicknesses? It is all because of our eating habits, things that we consume. Some of you think that you are a chemist. Yeah, you've been drinking liquor since Chalekin time. You take the energy drink, you pour alcohol in it, you do your mixture. You say that's it. You are killing yourself. What happened here is that you are screening the heart. You're causing a serious damage to your kidney and your liver. If you don't know, learn it today. You are causing a serious damage to your liver. Alcohol by itself, it has its own thing to do with you. One more about you putting energy drink that has its own level of caffeine. So that's why a lot of you are faced with these kinds of illnesses, but you don't know. And then you reach the point, you say, oh, they wish me, not wish. They think your mother knows something about that illness that you got. Your eating habit. Get fruits to be a part of your diet. The tomatoes, another good one, a fight against cancerous cells. The fresh tomatoes. Get the fresh tomato, eat it. Cabbage, for those of you who are bothered with ulcer, cabbage. You can blend the cabbage, squeeze the water, you drink it. That cabbage water is going to help to heal that sore in your system. The cabbage is very good. All these things, we have these, available to us. But because the lack of knowledge, that's what I say, We as journalists have more to do in the transformation of our country. Like I always say, when the minds are developed, the eye is going to appreciate the works of the hands. Instead of engaging too much into these political discussions and it's not yielding any fruitful results, we need to engage the people. The livelihood matters. The health comes first. So if we are not educating these people, bringing on our programs that will be very educative, health-wise, educationally, all of these segments, like radio used to be before. Oh yes, with radio, the media is the place where people go for information. They get to learn new things. Like today now, for those of you who are following, you have learned new things. You have learned new things. So if you are there drinking the energy drink, you say because you go to bed, you go to work, you want sleep, so you take it in the high caffeine content. You take that thing, you say, yeah, you'll be up. You are causing a seal. Before you made up your mind, you're coming down with some kind of health problem. Exercise. You need to do your stationary jog. You need to do, warm up to get the muscles free. The first day you do it, you will feel that pain in the muscles. It will be hard for you, but continue. Don't stop. You get your blood vessels running fast, free. That's why you see a lot of young people coming down with stroke because of our attitudes. We don't exercise. Have the time to exercise. Who say I can't exercise? I wake up in the morning, finish saying my little prayer. I do my stationary jump, do my stationary jog in my room, and do my setup, and I get going to work. So we are actually using this time to encourage all of us. Let us get engaged. Hey, Patrick Coty, how you doing, Patrick? I appreciate your following this morning. Lots of old friends from Gardners you're following. Patrick Coty, how you doing, senior brother? I guess you're doing pretty fine. So when you are engaged with these kinds of things, health, know this, health is wealth. When you are healthy, it brings about all of the good things. If you are sick, it takes more away from you. So please watch what you eat. Avoid areas where people are smoking. Another thing for our health tip, avoid areas where people are smoking. Secondhand smoke is more dangerous. Secondhand smoke is more dangerous. So where the people smoking, why? They are destroying their lungs. That's why you see a lot of them, when they reach certain place now, they're coughing and all that kind of stuff. It also leads to TB, tuberculosis. That man already got that sickness in him. He putting out that stuff from his mouth. You taking in that bad breath. Oh yeah, you say people, you're sitting among the people. Avoid those areas. Because at the end of the day, you will come down with some kind of illness. You're there with shisha. Thanks to the government for coming up. And we still see people doing a little shisha thing in the corner. They got a little hookah. The pipe they're passing around with it. You are not doing good for yourself. You think that you big boy, you big girl, but you are damaging your lunch. So please, that's our health tip for today. Now let's go lastly for our simple manners and courtesy. That's something that is lacking in our country amongst us, and we need to enlighten your minds on it. Simple manners and courtesy. We lack simple manners and courtesy. You ask somebody to do something for you, always use the word please, regardless of the person's age. Please help me get this. Please help me do this. It shows a sense of responsibility. Please. And when the person go about doing it for you, you say, thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate. Show gratitude. Gratitude takes you a long way. If you can show gratitude, people will not always want to help you. A lot of you don't show gratitude. So at the end of the day, you struggle. Oh, you feel, in this country, we feel so entitled. So at the end of it, based on our feelings or our mindset of entitlement, people get afraid to be a help to you because you feel so entitled. It's the burning duty of the person to do what you want them to do. Come on. Even if it is your mom or your child, appreciate that child's efforts. Say thank you. Say please. And most often we see people, you were passing somebody, you see people sitting, you will not greet. You get in the midst of people, learn how to extend greetings. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. If they won't speak to you, fine, but play your part. It shows responsibility. It shows a level of humanity. Speak. You get in the vehicle and you see other people already in the vehicle. Greet them. Oh, yeah, good morning, my people. Good afternoon. Right there, you have opened the freeness of the people. You know, if even there's a conversation, all of you will be free to interact. You just get in the car, you won't even speak to the people. It shows your limitation. You're not better than those that are seated in our car. You're not better than those that are in our congregation. Greetings, it shows how you carry that sense of humanity. A lot of you don't greet people. You think that you Mr. Beaster or you Mr. Beaster. No. It just shows your limitation, how limited you are in your mind. Greet people. You pass in somebody, greet them. And you cleaning the and more to that. Let us learn all these things, simple manners and courtesy. Please, thank you. Showing gratitude. You ask somebody to do something for you. If even the person did not do it to the level you wanted, but firstly, appreciate that person for taking up the time to do what you asked them to do. It shows, it gave that person the urge that every time when you call them, they're wanting to go and do what you request of them. You seen it? Some of you, that you got your big boy in the community, or your big sister, or your father. You send in a child. You don't even show that level of gratitude to say thank you when a child does the right thing or go about doing the thing you request from them. But at the end of the day, every time you want to send that ball will not be feeling pleased to do it with a willing mind. Maybe you will be under duress or pressure, but somebody who always appreciating that child, whenever that person calls that child will be running to their call. They will not delay because the child believes you're not giving them anything, money or so, but that you're showing that child gratitude for what they do for you. That child will be free to work for you. Yes, you got to pay that person, but that courtesy you added to the service that person have rendered to you, it counts. It speaks volume. And I always say to my young friends, let us learn this and learn it well. We know there are people in society who they are just who they are. They don't show gratitude for what you do for them, but you are creating a room for yourself. There are people who around the place, they have the tear, they wash you. They wash how you carry yourself. They won't come up in the open and say, oh, there's no. They are secretly washing your steps. So if you're there, you wanting people to, when you do that, want people to know about it. And you just come on. Always build relationship. Relationship takes you a longer way. But some of you, most especially young people, we know that you need to cater to yourself, you need to do this stuff. But make sure that you build a relationship. A relationship will take you longer. That money, you too money conscious. Anything you do for somebody, they must pay you. You are a child in the community. You want the Babi saying you, Babi must pay you. PCA saying you, PCA must pay you. But the season now can now. Then you look, oh, Babi, the Christmas, picking you. You see that Babi washing your clothes. You don't even go there to help the Babi to wash. To hold water set. But yeah, you there when you need assistance, then you come to the Babi. How free that Babi will be with you to help you. You will not do it. So these are things that you young people need to learn. Even you, the elderly ones, you fail to understand simple manners and courtesy. With that being said, my name is Rufus Divine Cannon. We conclude on today's edition of these segments. We now go for our commercial commitment. When we come back, we'll be talking to the folks of Iron Factory Gatineausville and aggrieved members of Iron Factory community, where Seti Brothers is. So the aggrieved members will be here. They are already here. So let's get our commercial commitment. But before we let them come in, before we get our commercial commitment, let us highlight those that have joined us on our live feed this morning. Aliu Kamara said, good morning, brother. Jonathan S. Sewu Senior said, good morning, my chief. I am watching from Front Street, Monrovia. Thanks so kindly for informing the Liberian people. Let's also move on. Musu Jensen. Musu Jensen said, good morning, Rufus. Good morning, Musu. How you doing? Mr. Patrick Corti, long time senior brother, I haven't seen you. How are you? He said, good morning, Rufus Cannon. Hey, good morning, Mr. Corti. How you doing? How you and the family? Isaac M. Cannon. Isaac, my own brother. Isaac Cannon, hey, you doing, my brother? I'm doing good. Isaac Cannon, I'm doing good. Hope your side is also cool as well. And Daniel Willer, you there in the USA? Daniel, I hope that's the Daniel I know. There in the USA, I love to say good morning to you as well. And all others following us via our live feed. You can also join us on our online radio, wherever you are across the world. You can listen to us on our online radio. You can also join us on our live feed, Love TV Live. Share the live. Let's get to know those things that are happening in our community. So let's get our commercial commitment while our guests prepare themselves to get into serious business for serious people. This is The Positive Show, and I am Rufus Divine Cannon. We all need to be agents of positive change. Yes, our society needs to be changed and change for the better.
MTN mobile money now to again for the first time in Liberia. You can send money from your phone straight to Africa, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Uganda, Rwanda, Mali, and Senegal. No more stressing on how you will send your children's school fees to Rwanda or your market money to Guinea or even order your goods from Ghana. Momo is now across borders. So just dial *156*1#, select international transfers and follow the instructions.
Send money instantly and conveniently across Africa right from the phone. Dial *156*1# and select international transfer to cross borders with Momo. Outbound remittance powered by BNB, a Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money.
MTN. Are you looking for fast, reliable internet for your home, small business, or office? Look no further. Get the MTN 4G router from any MTN service center today for just $49 Cat 4 router and $89 Cat 6 router, and enjoy connectivity and convenience like never before. No stress, just connectivity and convenience. You can activate your router yourself at any time using MTN Momo or airtime. Just dial *355# and enjoy bundles starting as low as $9.
Rush now and get your 4G internet router. Call 5656 for more information. Enjoy affordable, fast, and reliable internet with Lone Star Cell MTN. Business done better.
MTN.
Across the whole continent, the whole family now come together again. One more time. From Arako straight to Tanzania, Nigeria to Angola, everybody gets something to say. Until somebody say, maybe that will lock on Arako side all the time. From December 21st to the 18th of January, everybody will come together for the biggest football tournament for Africa. The whole 24 country in our 52 games. That the African Cup of Nations Morocco 2025 we're talking about. Yes, so join our DSTV family live on Sports Code for only $25 US, and you will get a 4 DSTV kit and enjoy one more of free access. To buy it or pay for it or reconnect, you must dial *156# on your Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money phone or *144# on your Orange Money phone. And anything you want to know, you must call +231 775 10753 or +231 886 510 753.
Before the sunrise.
Your car renter is bigger and better with affordable rides for you. Anywhere in Monrovia is $5 United States or its equivalent for a ride. You can order a ride anywhere within Cinco
and Central Monrovia and pays just $5 United States dollar or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. Airport drop-off is $30 United States dollars or its equivalent in Liberian dollar. And Painesville is just $15 United States dollars. Book your ride by calling 0880-3786-92, 0880-378-487, or 0555-773-773. Once again, book your ride by calling 0880-3786-92, 0880-378-487, or 0555-773-773. You car renters, your affordable ride just for you.
Liberia, are you ready? Your chance to turn small money into big winnings is here. It's the NLA 590 Lotto, powered by Blue Star Lotto. 5 balls out of 90. Match your numbers, win instantly. From Monday to Saturday, we draw twice daily to double your chances. The diamond draw is at 2 p.m., while the gold draw is at 8:30 p.m. To play is very easy. Visit any of our point of sales agents near you. Play for as low as 50 Liberian dollars. Pick up your numbers from 1 to 90. Your printed ticket is your key to cash. Just a reminder, when you win, cash out fast through Momo Money or Orange Money. Or better still, visit us at 18th Street, Cinco, 4th floor, a mile building, Monrovia, Liberia. This is your time to shine. Play today because luck might be calling your name. Not just that, Blue Star Lotto is now recruiting POS agents nationwide. Isn't that a good news? Join us and be part of Liberia's growing lottery network. Call us on +231 888 001151 or +231 778 001151. Once again, call us on +231 888 001151 or +231 778 001151. NLA 590 Lotto. Play to win. Numbers are everywhere. Are you looking for a getaway that combines the beauty of nature with luxurious accommodations? Look no further than Woki Farms in Carisburg, along the Kakata Highway, where dreams come true. From rolling hills to sparkling streams. Woki Farms, it's traveler's dream. We offer a unique experience for all with a 20% discount on all of our services. We are open every day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And let's not forget about the food at Woki Farms. We pride ourselves on our farm-to-table dining experience. Enjoy delicious meals made from fresh, locally and internationally sourced ingredients. There's no time to waste. Explore our farm where you can get up close and personal with friendly animals. A place with breathtaking views. You will leave your worries behind. From cozy cabins to elegant shallow rooms. Woki Farms, where memories are sweet. Whether you are seeking a peaceful retreat or an adventure-filled vacation, we have live band days and every Sunday. So why wait? Plan your vacation or outing with Woki Farms in Carisburg along the Kakata Highway and experience the beauty of nature. Indulge in luxury and create memories for lifetime. For reservation, call us on 0881 248401. From sunrise to sunset, every moment is grand at Woki Farms because we are the ultimate wonderland. Liberia, are you ready? Your chance to turn small money into big winnings is here. It's the NLA 590 Lotto, Powered by Blue Star Lotto. 5 balls out of 90. Match your numbers, win instantly. From Monday to Saturday, we draw twice daily to double your chances. The diamond draw is at 2 p.m., while the gold draw is at 8:30 p.m. To play is very easy. Visit any of our point of sales agents near you. Play for as low as 50 Liberian dollars. Pick up your numbers from 1 to 90. Your printed ticket is your key to cash. Just a reminder, when you win, cash out fast through Momo Money or Orange Money. Or better still, visit us at 18th Street Cinco, 4th floor, Amal Building, Monrovia, Liberia. This is your time to shine. Play today because luck might be calling your name. Not just that, Blue Star Lotto is now recruiting POS agents nationwide. Isn't that a good news? Join us and be part of Liberia's growing lottery network. Call us on +231 888 001151 or +231 778 001151. Once again, call us on +231 888 001151 or +231 778 001151. NLA 590 Lotto. Play to win. Numbers are everywhere. Yes, indeed. Numbers are everywhere. Numbers are everywhere. So you can advertise the goods and services here, and you get the benefits. You get the dividend of your choice to advertise with us. So this morning, like we told you, we have Vance D. Williams. He's the youth chair for this that's Black Sea Iron Factory. Then in Gatineausville, we have Pune Jr., my good old friend. Long time I haven't seen this guy. Something can make somebody to see somebody. So Pune is also here. He's a resident of the same Iron Factory, Gatineausville. In detail, they will actually explain on the credentials within the community. So guys, I'd love to say good morning and welcome to our studios.
Good morning, Rufus.
How are you?
Well, actually, I'm not where I think you can see from my eyes shoes or the commander of Sunfo police station who put a lights in I didn't see my eyes.
Yeah, I'm seeing the eyes.
I'm not very well, but I'm here for the people. We're here to speak and speak nothing the truth. For the Liberian people to know what's happening. For now, the community is calm, but we are here. We are here, sure.
Okay. Vince?
Yeah. Thank you. We are good, and then the community is peaceful. We want to thank you for welcoming us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, this is something that is very critical, and we add more importance to it because it has to do with humanity. And just to inform you guys, we reached out to the accused to also have the say in the claims and counterclaims that you will have against them on the show. So let us make this known to you so that the public get to understand it's not just a one-sided conversation.
Sure.
Because professionally, this is what every journalist should do. Make sure to get the accused and the accuser to come to one area so that you as a journalist, you play the mediating role so that the public be the judge, because we are not judges. We just unearthed the issue and gave you the opportunity to make that sound and conscious decision. So Iron Factory Gatineausville is one of those areas. I was born in Iron Factory.
Sure.
And my mother on the football field.
Yeah.
They matter. That way I was born.
Wow.
So Iron Factory is dear to our heart. Not just being a journalist, but it's our birthland. And seeing, we grew up in that area, seeing what has happened and what is happening nationally, and not just only unique to Iron Factory. And young people living your busy schedules, putting their lives on the line to speak for the people who cannot speak for themselves.
Sure.
It's commendable. You care to tell us what has happened in the Gardnersville Iron Factory area between the community and that of Seti Brothers?
Thank you so much, Rufus. First of all, I want to make one two clarity on. I was here this morning. This is now about polity. This is not about Unity Party, CDC, ANC, or Liberty Party. It's about Liberian people. It's about our community. It's about our district, which is districting. Okay, Seti Brother been in our place for a very long time, up to 30 to 35 years, if I'm making a mistake. So, before the news were produced,
yes, they came into being in the 70s.
70, yes.
Yeah, 1970.
So that place, they need to produce or robot share a lot of things. Later on, they stop. So they run the Jamaica branch and they run the LPRC branch. So that place is a storage area where they keep all the chemical. The chemical is like the cellular produce or how they call it in the styrol, paint, zinc, robot share, cement, etc., etc. So you're on X6 when the bag of Seti Brother in the compound started with fire. So about around 7. So when the fire started, if you go on my page, I one of those that were in helping to call the fire of our going life, helping it. So in that process, we never knew that the guys have a lot of chemicals in that place. And from the time they've been existing, no fire service truck have ever posted to that particular place in the ambulance just in case of anything. So when the fire began, the place began to blaze. Some of us, we noticed it. We started to help the fire service to haul water from where they wash car from, because to go to another end will be our destiny. So we try on no way. Somehow we decided to back up. With us, appointed team. After like 45 minutes, fire service were giving up. And brother, the explosion was too much. It just reminded us during the war. The explosion was too much. As I'm speaking to you now, fire is still to that place. If you go to the South Fire Service truck, is still posted to that place. So here is the issue. When the explosion started, there's a boundary between Nigeria, Chamonix, Georgia, and Iron Factory.
Mm-hmm.
So most students would use that route to go to school, to see Michael, and the other schools around there. Our family, our parents, our kids in that swamp at that night, escaping Iron Factory because of what? The explosion was too much. The chemical affect people. When you go in that area during investigation, you see them, you see the blaze, or even either here, he's waiting to that.
From here, let me make this known. From here, I will go there. We went there previously during the fire incident, and henceforth, we will go, whatever claim you have, we'll go in the community and showcase some of the things that you have spoken of. Let's go.
Sure.
Go ahead.
So, when you see people's skin, you see the blaze up, people even got so through because the chemical sin. Even as I'm speaking to you, if you walk between, think about yourself, gases, and Seti Brother, you will see the chemical all in the drainage. Chemical waste all in the drainage. Now, our water is polluted. Even there's a guy by the name of Laputa, or normally people in Kenneball. His daughter is even sick. They got to take off to Ghana for treatment. I'm speaking to you now. A lot of people in the area were fainting marks. Moreover, the chemical is giving us hard time. Our claim here is that we send communication to Seti Brother. We send a lot of communication around, inviting them, come in the area and see the people for yourself. See what the chemical have done. We're not in favor of Seti Brother or getting burned, no. But the fact is that the chemical is embarrassing our community. Up to now, from the 6th, Seti Brother refused to come in the community. So, Rufus, the point here is that we have to speak for our people. This is not about politics. This is about the health of the people of District 30, mostly Iron Factory as a whole. It's not about Black B, it's not about Black C. It's about Iron Factory. Now, another issue is that one of our community or chair, which is our Black or B community chairman, surprisingly, Seti Brother gave him rights. It's not a lie. Gave him rice, water, oil. For which purpose? For the community. Some people have never wanted distributed rice in our community. What can 30 bag of rice do for people in our community? We're not asking for rice. Nobody asked for water. Nobody was asking, he telling us that it's for old folks. What do you mean by old folks? Candy for old folks, basically for old folks. That's an insult to the community. That community got a lot of educated people there. They got a lot of business people, got people in their own some money. Why must you bring 30 bag of rice to the community saying that certain brother give this to the community? It's an insult. So our point here is that we are sending a message over and over. Certain brother cannot come to us. They cannot even send a delegation to us. Now, on the faithful day, we tell them that, okay, this is the point. Can you please stop bringing chemical into the compound and look through to our matter? Which that particular morning, when we lead a peaceful protest opposite certain brother, the police got there. They talked to us. They gave us the assurance that no chemical will enter into certain brother compound. Which up to now, they are still bringing those chemicals in our place. The offloading continue. As I'm speaking, there's a continual pack there now. Is anybody listening to my voice? That even the taxi in Keke, just look across the street, you see continual pack from Sadi brother. So they talk to us, we agree. We left back to our community, decided to talk to our people, that the police agreed that there will be no chemical will be uploaded, no chemical will come up. Surprisingly, about 6, the 4 police officers that were posted to that place, they can go ahead, the police will offload and take the chemical into the warehouse, which our own city decided to talk to them. And the Richard started to talk. He said, oh man, we're sorry, and this, that, and what. So I said, but the people is still loading the chemical. And you see the condition, you see what is going on. Surprisingly, I saw 2 people coming from Central PSU. When they arrived there, they went straight to me, which I lifted my hand up. I now resist an arrest. I was through in the pickup. Unfortunately, the commander for Zone 4 or APRC Depot, one or Eric, Archie Nanton, surprisingly, started punching me. You see the mark on my hand, there's the cuff mark. They cuffed me, put me on the bench in the pickup, punched into my eyes. Person as I'm speaking to you, I'm still going on treatment. Started beating me. The CC camera is there. So got a lot of CC camera. If you go there, just look up, you see a lot of CC camera. The CC camera is there, will show everything. I'm not taking the case easy between me and a command. I will take the professional standard because my health comes first. So they took us straight to what? April about Freeport Depot. We were detained for 1 hour. After the 1 hour, they took us to Central, straight to PSU basement. We were in our basement for another 1 hour before they took us to the main cell to Central. While there the next morning, or by 11, they told us to make statement. We make our statement. Our legal counsel were there. Councillor Theophile or Sumo were there. He signed for us along with the chair lady of Black Sea or Mr. Cyril Flombo. They signed for us. Surprisingly, our lawyer signed for us. Later on, they tell us we're not going again. They hold for another 1 hour. From one thing to another, they had to place call to the honorable man, which is Edward Flombo. He is not here. He's out of the country. They talk. Our lawyer decided to talk to them. At the end of the day, our lawyer talked to them. Later on, they released us. When they released us, we came back in the community. As I'm speaking to you up to now, but I'm not sure any concern. They have not entered the community. Iron factory as a whole, they have not shared any marks to the people because the chemical scent is embarrassing the area. The water have been polluted. Our aim is that where the fact belongs, we should speak the fact. We need justice for the society. We need justice for the community. We need justice for the Liberian people.
So let's hear you, Williams. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. He said it all, but to purchase to some of what he said, I am under the leadership of the community and even the blacks. So there were communications sent on the 11th of December after the incident, in which we wrote our Ministry of Health, the host not the House, but the Honorable Office, and the Justice Ministry, and some were sent to SETI. And then after that letter, there was a meeting held between SETI brother, the representative, they were holding the representative office, SETI brother, Iron Patrick, and then the Honorable Office. So after the meeting, there was we lay our claims to them, tell them that this is what we need, our short-term goals, this is what we need urgently. After that, if the cheapest thing you can get when such incident occur should be no smart, because the entire community is polluted. Our water have been contaminated. We don't drink the water. We don't take bath with the water. If you take bath with the water, your skin will be itching you. You don't drink tap of water like that. So everybody now buying water outside. We gotta go to elsewhere community to hot water. We take bath. So all these things, when it happened, we were expecting now, after the communication being sent, we were expecting SETI brother now to, rush in with nose mask and other stuff, but nothing of sort.
So your claim here is the institution should show some level of humanity.
Sure.
Because what has happened, it was not a plain thing that they lost what they have lost, but in so doing, in solidarity for the damage caused, you are also a part, as you said, you're a part to help quench the fire. It is not your duty to do because of the relationship you've built over the years, and seeing when the fire escalates, you will also be affected. You got involved. Now, you are expecting in return that sense of humanity that, come on, the people have been affected by our chemical. What can we do in that light, at least to compensate?
Sure.
So this is your claim. So let's read. I have with me a communication sent on the 8th of December, 2025. It says, Iron Factory Community, Japanese Freeway, formerly known as Somalia Drive, Monrovia, Liberia, December 8, 2025. Addressed to the management, SETI Brothers Incorporated, Jamaica Road, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear management, request for urgent meeting with SETI Brothers management regarding the fire outbreak of December 5th, 2025. We, the dwellers of Iron Factory, Gardnersville, write to bring to your attention, your immediate attention, the devastating fire outbreak that occurred at the SETI Brothers Incorporated factory branch on the evening of Saturday, December 6, 2025. The incident created widespread panic and fear amongst community members as explosive materials from the factory were projected into nearby homes and surroundings, causing property damage and endangering lives. Many families were forced to flee their homes late at night to seek safety in distant communities. Additionally, the fire resulted in the destruction of some of the community's light poles, leaving live electrical wires exposed on the ground, which continues to pose a serious hazard to residents. As a result of this incident, our community has been without power for 3 weeks. Individuals with medical needs, the lightning, smoke, and debris have also distributed to increase air pollution, making living conditions extremely difficult. Given the seriousness of this impact, the community respectfully requests an urgent meeting with the management of SETI Brothers Incorporated to discuss the following matters. 1, a detailed explanation of the cause of the fire and safety lapses that enable such an incident to occur. Immediate plans for restoring electricity to the iron factory community, compensation and support mechanism for residents whose properties were damaged as a result of the fire and explosion, long-term safety and risk prevention measures. The company intends to implement to prevent such incidents from happening again and to safeguard neighboring communities. Psychosocial consideration, as many community members, especially children, are experiencing trauma and fear due to the incident. They went on to say, in light of the urgency and the ongoing challenges the community continue to face, we kindly request that this meeting be held Wednesday, December 10, 2025, at the time convenient for your management team in the iron factory. Something here. It says in the iron factory community, the community leadership stands ready to engage constructively in finding solution that protects the well-being and safety of all parties. We trust that SETI Brothers Incorporated, as a responsible corporate entity, will treat this matter with the seriousness it deserves and respond promptly to our request. We look forward to your favorable response. Thank you. Respectfully, Isaac Falkalom, Community Chair, Block B. Thomas N. Sapa, Community Chair, Block C. Councillor Boy Theophilus Sumo, Community Secretary, Council Member, Block 13, District 13. And it was CC copy to Honorable Patience M. Binda, District Commissioner. CC copy to Honorable Edward P. Flomo, District Representative, and CC copy to Dr. Emmanuel K. Yure Yakmawulo, Executive Director, CEO, EPA, Liberia. So, with this notice, did SETI Brother turn out for the core meeting?
No. After this was sent, the meeting was held, and after the meeting, there had been nothing done in the community since this meeting.
No, I want to get something clear. When you guys called the meeting, they turned out for the meeting?
Yeah, they went for the meeting.
They went for the
They were held in the honorable office, I said it.
Okay.
And then since the meeting till now, since December 10, the meeting was scheduled for December 10.
There were action plans for that meeting.
Yes.
After the meeting, there were action plans.
Yes.
And since then, they have now adhered to those action plans they committed themselves to.
Yes.
Yeah, never.
And then EPA came to the community. EPA did their findings, and then which they told the community people that you people need nose mask here, and then this air is not good for consumption. It causes long-term lung cancer.
Sure.
Wow.
Sure.
It was in the paper. Now, SETI Brother or Black Operational Manager, or I don't know his name, he went and debunked the statement, said it was false and misleading by EPA. Yes, he debunked the statement. So when we saw that, and then how he telling them in the papers that he and his community, the community dwellers are in a good term, he and his neighboring are in a good term, smooth communication, nothing. If I said the air is not polluted, why would we be saying that? You haven't even reached to the community since that thing happened, and then you go in on air and saying such thing. Our representative have been playing dormant today since this thing happened. Edward Papi Flomo for Honorable Flomo, District 13. Since this thing happened, he was not in the country, but he have people representing him. He have office staff since this thing happened. If I said we the one got to rep them to the office and tell them say, fire outbreak before they come into the community, before they post on a page, we the one got to reach to the out to them say, this happened. Edward Papi Flomo live in that community Black Sea before. Why would he be treating all of this?
Is he a resident at the moment?
No, he's not there, but he lived there before.
Okay.
He been playing, close out to this. All the communication that have been sent by leadership, everything reached out to him. We sent all communication to him. So we being here is because our leadership have failed us, both from the community chairman to Pedro Papi Flomo. So that's why you see all here today. The protest was scared because of the failure of our leaders. After that statement by EPA, by the black manager, operation manager for SETI, 30 is not alleged that something got on recording. 30 bag of arrests were brought into the community. What sack or
Can
what?
you share with me the recording?
No. We can't do that.
Or it's you going to
We're advised. Yeah, we're advised.
Going to a legal stand.
Yeah, we're
so
advised.
you want to have that as
Yeah.
important evidence. Sure.
So when this thing was brought into the community, and then we seen the statement from the black manager that what brought our attention as a youth and concerned citizen. We reached out to the chairman for Black B, which is his name is on the paper, Asik Fangawolo. Chair, why is unfolding? You people went for the meeting, and since then there's nothing that have been done. There's no mobile clinic that have been instructed into the community, and then we are seeing Teddy Bear with the statement from EPA. What's going on? He made two contradicting statements to us. The first thing to us, he said, "Oh, this was for the old folks." We said, "Oh, but chief, for the past 30 plus years, Teddy Bear have been here. Their social or corporate responsibility, they have never. So why would it be bringing rest at this crucial time when we're talking about people, the air is being polluted, the water contaminated, you bringing nose man, you bringing water, you should have no water should be in the community for people to drink. Then you holding, you talking about older people for rest. The next thing you told and say, oh, if I hold it for FOC.
Holding one for FOC now.
They rest. That was the next statement. So we don't trust. You don't trust your leader when you see such a thing happening. Other Papi Flomo is now reaching out to us. People, he's in your country. I agree, but he has representative. So yeah. So when this thing happened, we have meeting with them. The leadership again, because these are the people that are representing us at the bigger stage. We have meeting again with them. It's like, oh, you people, please. Another letter again to SETI. Probably the meeting you people had, we don't know. It's okay. They give us the stage of 5 days. If we don't reply to you in 5 days, or if you don't see any response from SETI within the 5 days, you can protest. The protest, the community leadership, the entire leadership knows about it. The general chairman for Iron Factory, he knows about it. So we gave them the 5 days. The 5 days elapsed. There was nothing. That comes in the protest, and it was very peaceful. We never block rule, we never black. People from SETI or their children out of fear, we put them in keke, they go home. They flew to another community. We never black. We never stop him from going. We only stand there with our placards. We never block rule. Car move freely. People, journalists were there. They were going live. So now after Bat 2, there was the officer that were on ground, the PSU officer. He come to us and say, okay, General guys, I come to one conclusion. We understand that this protest, wherever you have gone worldwide, but you people need to go home. We say, okay, but chief, when we go in, please, our being here because we don't want for SETI better to offload the chemical. Nothing should go in and nothing should come out. He said, okay, I give you my word. Nothing will go in and nothing will come out. We say, okay. So I told my guys, okay, we got officers on the ground, let's respect them. Yeah, let's go. We left, we went. 4, 5, 6, I received call. You know that when type of call like that, it can intense the community dwellers. The people were angry. So it's like running. I went there quick because anything that going on, the people hold me accountable. I went there quick. I could people and I went to him. There were not many. There were only I think 3 or 4 on ground at that time. I said, "Oh chief, what happened?" The first thing he said, he apologized to me. He said, "Sorry." I said, "No, but we can't do agreement. The thing you're doing against but people, the community dweller will feel somehow." So he said, "Okay, please." I said, "But you agree that something can?" And say, "Yeah, but I beg you, please." They try to put it together. I say they are not being violent, but please, now this you come out and say, "Yeah, I give you my word." Go home. I said, "No, I can't do that. I don't trust your word now." So what I would do is I would sit, I was almost 15 feet away from Seti Brother, sitting down. Nobody was standing even saying the place was clear. But I got information that they are already packed their goods in the Kia Moto, chemicals and whatsoever, want to ship it to their next branch. And I said, I'm not moving from here. I was just sitting to the gate, very far from the gate. They sent a call from Central, the king with the two pickup, who tried to disperse the crowd, the people that were standing there. Everybody got it wrong. Nobody drunk them first. They started to tear gas, and then they arrested my senior brother. So I walk out to the officer. But why would he be maltreating him like this? Beating on him. I'm a student of law. He didn't resist arrest. You beating on him. They said, "Oh, you're on arrest." I said, "Okay, no problem." That's how I work with them. They took us. They don't reach there. They say, "Oh, people are drunk." I said, "But nobody drunk. Our person will tell the children nobody should drunk."
So now, the issue here is grief. There are claims and counterclaims that even involving the sitting representative, even it has also to do with the community leadership for which you are a member of. There's this claim that Bill rights and other assorted items were delivered to the community, alleging that it is intended for older folks. Now, in your mind, why you think such a distribution was done, and looking at the work, because mind you, Seti Brother has been carried on some level of distribution. You see them cooking food and other kind of stuff for disadvantaged youth with such a rise. Since before you're coming to studio, did you reach out to the community leadership to ascertain as to whether the rice is still available or the assorted item? Because you may mention that it is a FOC. He said it was a FOC. Yeah. So did you also reach out?
Yeah, reverse. Let me tell you something. We got people that post every day and night monitoring Mr. Fangaro home. That rice up to now is not get audio. Up to now, he have not even called for meeting to discuss with the community. Nothing at all. Let me be clear on air today. We all were here when Ebola outbreak. We know how people die. We all were here when COVID time when people die. The issue in Iron Factory, people is overlooking it. Tomorrow when there will be any outbreak, it will not only be for Iron Factory people alone. I'm saying this. We were here Ebola outbreak, we were here COVID. The issue in Iron Factory with any outbreak, it will not be only for Iron Factory people alone. It will affect a lot of people. I'm saying this.
Your persistent call for the intervention of the national leadership. If nothing is done, what is your next course of action?
The next course is we'll just use the legal way. We're not doing nothing like violence, nothing like taking the law into our hand. But I can assure you, we'll definitely get redressed. We'll be on our feet. We'll be from radio station to radio station. We'll be to all the various media area. We'll try by all costs. If it costs for us to walk from Iron Factory to town anywhere, we will do it.
If the legal system fail you, what would be
the legal system can fail me. The legal system can never fail us. Can never ever fail us.
You have a trust in the leadership?
I believe in the government. I believe that President Joseph Boakai is listening to us. I believe that the government will do something. Definitely the government will do something. Because this issue about Iron Factory community, about District 13.
So that means it's not just unique to District 13. It has the propensity of spreading out to a national level.
Sure.
Mind you, this is something that is concerning. The Iron Factory area is a residential area.
Sure.
And looking at the threat it poses to humanity, where you have those kinds of chemical. I mean, I was astonished when I saw the fire outbreak that night. It was more like I felt it was just a resident behind the Seti Brother end that was on fire. but not knowing it was the institution itself.
Sure.
So the EPA has a role to play, a serious role to play into this.
And you know, nothing, sorry, I'm not calling you. Nothing is that up to now. The disaster management team have not entered for the community to see what is going on. I'm telling you something serious. Anybody from that office that listing, they can call and tell me when they send people to go see for themselves.
Williams and Puni here talking about the issue there in the Gatineausville Iron Factory area with Seti Brothers. And Alfred Topa, who is, he said he is the communication consultant to Seti Brothers. If you are listening, you can phone in. You've listened to the guys. They spoke lengthily on their claims and counterclaims with Seti Brothers. You can also call in if you have any rebuttal. You can also call to have your side, yes. So this is a balanced conversation. So we go for our break. When we return, we will open the phone lines to hear from community dwellers. I know you are listening. You can also tell us, your guys are in the studio making claims. So Afra is now on the line. Let's listen to Afra and what happened. Afra, good morning.
Good morning, my dear brother. How are you?
Wonderful. You listened to our guest here this morning, and it's prudent that we hear from you. What have you to say?
Thank you. Let me extend greetings to the young comrades in studio. Jeremy, how are you this morning?
Good morning, Alfred.
All right, thank you. The first thing is, I'd just like to point out to some of the intellectual excesses that was propounded by the guys in studio before we set the record straight. During the deliberation, there's a wild-cat allegation that has been made against the management of SETI, the government of Liberia, and that of the representative of the district of which the fire situation occurred. The situation at Iron Factory was an abandoned, warehouse owned by SETI brother, but one of its subsidiary, Duraplast. All right? That particular place has not been in function for over 7 to 8 years now due to SETI brother transferring to the industrial park. So it was just used as an abandoned storage point. As we all know, fire disaster, things are happening. People don't plan to put their properties on fire. But even as that, when the situation occurred, SETI has been very much cooperative with the community and all of the parastatals of the government that connected to this situation, which include the Ministry of Health, the Environmental Protection Agency of Liberia. And if you listen to the guys, they said that the EPA put a report. I can challenge them to show us a copy of the report that the EPA released that the fire situation provided hazardous situation in the area, which has led to people growing, sore throat, and other situations. And if you also listen to the guys said that up to now the fire is there, but at the same time they are saying that people unloading chemical in the place where the fire is. That is another contradiction. If you listen to them, they said that the management of SETI has not been playing any humanitarian role, which is false. When this situation occurred as a result of the fire, the first thing the SETI needed to do was to give the government of Liberia the opportunity to investigate and come up with findings, which include the bilateral ministries and agencies that are involved with this kind of situation, which is the Ministry of Health and that of the EPA. These institutions went and investigated, and they all know in Liberia the fire is almost like a normal thing that's happening all around the place. All right? But SETI being a company that is just only investing millions of dollars in the Liberian economy, decided that since this community was hit, even as that, the fire pool, they talk about the community of order electricity for more than 3 weeks. SETI is the one that contacted LEC and paid for a brand new fire installation, electricity pool. That was reconstructed as a result of the fire situation. They didn't talk about that. I can tell you, Rufus, the situation at stake is that the guys are accusing their community leader of receiving money from SETI, which of course they did not benefit, which is false and alarming. I believe they've not been doing justice to the community or even the poor people in the community. While a few guys who just group themselves into, so-called intellectuals gallivanting the internet and going to media institutions, showing expression on the character of SETI with too many contradictions in their expose. At one point in time, they say SETI didn't cooperate at all with any meeting. During the same time, you ask them, say, but when you wrote a letter, the SETI brother come, they say yes. I challenge them to show meeting minutes of the meeting that SETI attended with them in the representative office and all of the situation or commitment that SETI made to them that SETI didn't unfold. That's not true. That particular fire situation has caused the company over $4 million in loss. All right, we are still even waiting for the fire service to produce the evidence as to what led to the fire situation because the place was not being used. There was no electricity, nothing. But one morning, everybody just wake up. I mean, in the evening hours, the place on fire. So everybody thinking from one point what led to the fire. All right, this company is hit with millions of dollars in loss. All right, I thought my brothers in studio who have come up with clear accusation as to something genuine that we all can pay years to, but all they're doing is they're claiming.
Okay, Alfred, let me just come in. There are two statements for which I have some basic information about, so that I want to pose a question to you. You made mention of a request from the EPA as to whether the EPA came up with a statement that you want the guys to send. Here is an information that I need to provide to you. A major fire and explosion occurred at the SETI Brothers Iron Factory, Steel Factory in Gardnersville, near Monrovia, reportedly around early December 2025. The blast and ensuing blast damaged the facility and prompted emergency response. The EPA issued warnings about hazardous air quality after the incident, indicting that smoke and emulsion continues materials exceeding acceptable safety limits, posing potential health risks for nearby communities. Following the fire and explosion, residents in the Iron Factory community staged peaceful protests, citing health hazards and environmental concerns from lingering smoke, fumes, and previous inadequate protection from authority. The EPA involvement and response. The EPA has publicly commented on the situation, warning of hazardous air quality conditions following the explosion and fire, which triggered air monitoring and advisories. While full official investigation findings may still be pending release, EPA statements reference the risks for emotions after the incident, suggesting ongoing assessment of environmental and public health impacts. Early related safety compliance action. Early in February 2025, the EPA shut down the SETI Brothers Fabric Steel Factory after a fatal oxygen plant explosion at the facility and identified safety protocols, lapses, lack of proper fire safety measures, and expired environmental permits. One worker died in the incident, and the EPA started. I come in now. Where I come in? I'm we laying the basis. This also has to do with it. We are laying the basis. EPA cited regulatory violation as part of its funding. In the case, the EPA highlighted improper hazardous materials handling, absence of protective gear, and emergency preparedness failure, emphasizing how adherence to environmental and safety laws could prevent such incidents. So now, with that being said, this is not just the beginning. According to you, that area was deserted. It has not been in use for quite a long time.
8 years.
What has been the cause? If you transfer, I come in now, Alfred, I control the show. According to you, you transfer all of your materials to your new day plant. What was left in that building that may have caused the fire? And EPA went there to do her assessment and have warned of this disastrous air pollution.
All right, so you finished now?
I control the show. You don't control the
All
show.
right, so it is normal protocol, right? Anywhere there's fire situation, air pollution occurs. Just know that for true. Anywhere there's fire situation, when a house gets destroyed in a community as a result of flames, the EPA will always give you a report of hazardous air control because the fire situation may lead to a lot of substances in the air that could pollute the airspace. More besides that, your guys in the studio are saying that even the water in the community, are you not aware that those water trucks, there is chemical in the water, they put water chemical in those fire trucks that is being used to cut up the fire?
Alfred, let us have a common ground. Let's do it bit by bit.
I understand you got somehow for the jail community.
No.
You just
Hello. Just leave it with me. No. Let's understand, Alfred, that's a wildcat allegation. You cannot use this platform that I control because to start some. No. Let me get to inject. Let's inject. This is conversational. Let's get this. Alfred, we need to I control the show, Alfred. Let's get to have conversation. We should have conversation. We need you're being insultive, and which I will not condone. We have to be kind and speak responsibly. We have to be kind and speak responsibly. Now, according to you, there are chemicals used by the fire service in quenching fires around the place. There are other fire incidents that have occurred for which, knowing that the system, you are also putting the fire service at harm's way because you are alleging that they use chemical that is disastrous to human. That's what you said, Alfred.
I am telling you that fire, in the case of fire truck, the water that you use, it's not a normal water, Rufus. You need to understand.
We all know.
Educate you to that.
I am well educated when it comes to the level of something that is used to quench fire. But now, the guys are saying, their claims here, what is being kept at that place or what was being kept at that place with the blast that went on, it is spilling over to the waters in the community that have contaminated their water and putting stains and other things on them.
So I challenge them to bring a medical report. I mean, trust me, right? As a professional people who are doing a piece of job, if I were in a situation, I've been investigating for over 25 to 30 years. I would have taken some of the injured victim to hospital, acquire medical reports from recognized accredited medical facility, which states that these people are growing these strange body group on their various body parts, the result of the chemical explosion in Ghana and other things. But somebody that comes to the studio, two gentlemen who's angry with the community chair, they talk about the man.
So after let us not go through this.
Corporate social responsibility during the first 50. Seti brother has been giving assistance to a lot of communities. So if the guy angry that the Seti brother thought to identify with the community, even during the fire situation outside of goodwill, and they angry because I'm told that these guys went to the community chairman to ask him for some rent. They were demanding some money from Seti. We got record these guys.
So yes, it a journalist, Alfred. Yes, it a journalist who have been following the investigation. Rufus Devon Brooks Jr. has written. Let's hear what Rufus had to say. The office of Alfred, if you're mini finish, I will call you.
No, listen. You're right. You're right. What you mean? You read what Rufus wrote. But let me provide my information for you. Then you can take the time. We got more time. You got following the show via Facebook.
Go ahead, Alfred.
So my thing is, the guys have some genuine concern, but their concern are all based on personal aggrandizement. Their issue is they are accusing the EPA, they are accusing the Ministry of Health, they are accusing the representative, and they are the same time accusing Seti brother. Who are they fighting for? I want them to look. Rufus, call me. I will join you. Let's go to the community. Let's show us well.
No, I'm going to do my independent investigation for both parties.
Let us show us drinking water that is very affected as a result of the situation. They talk about huge explosion. an abandoned warehouse. Seti don't use that. I mean, Duraplas don't use it. They're one of our subsidiary. Duraplas don't use that warehouse anymore. It's just there. There is no harmful substance or chemical that was stored in there. Were empty barrels. If you took a spray can, I can tell you what's true. If you got mosquito spray can in your house, or even cooking gas, by coincidence, if your house is caught on fire, there will be explosion. There are going to be explosion. Because the substances that are made of those,
the question here is, what may have caused the fire? What may have caused the fire?
That's why we're waiting for the fire service. Not all wait for fire service to conclude a report. Not wait for the EPA who have done preliminary assessment of the situation to provide a full report. Then they can be, because if you say, I mean, I listen to them, all the ignorance saying they're going to court. On what grounds are you going to court?
Let's be civil and start using words that are not
ignorance, that is not. If you don't know something, if someone could be ignorant and say that is not. The guys are going to court. On what basis are they going to court? Because they're accusing all the parties now. They're accusing the government of Liberia, they're accusing their sitting representative, at the same time, the people who are being affected. Nobody being affected as a result of that situation is Seti. And that's Seti's own property that got them a fire. Seti is hit by over $4 to $5 million in damage. But Seti is still quietly waiting the government of Liberia to finalize their investigation before coming with any further step. But in the same time, Seti is still identifying with the community by providing the needed support, constructing new electrical poles, all right, giving corporate social responsibility. The two gentlemen in studio that went to Seti and asked for money. Seti said no. They are angry. They are understand. The festive season here, people need to get something.
And Alfred, there's a point in this conversation that I continue to strike. You said this place is a deserted place that have been in use, but is not in use. Even a subsidiary of Seti is not even using that place any longer. But you mentioned that 4 to 5 million in damage was done to the institution from that fire incident. So what was in there that worth 4 to 5 million? That's what I want to know.
All right, let's look at the building by itself. What is the architectural value of the structure that got hit by the fire? They were building materials. Seti own a lot of stores. All right? Seti own a lot of stores. And those building, that particular building has materials, not chemical substances harmful chemical substances that has been tuned by the guys in studio. I mean, I understand the humanitarian situation. I wouldn't want to tell expression on the investigation that is presently being carried out by the EPA. I will ask my young brothers in studio, let's wait for the EPA to finalize the report or the Ministry of Health. Are they saying that the EPA, the Ministry of Health, and the representative, they all paying here because of Seti?
So finally, let's hear from you before we go to the public.
All right, so let me close up on this note by saying we Seti sympathize, empathize with the community, the iron factory community, a whole lot. I mean, this company is willing to give any assistance humanitarianly possible, like they've been doing, like the construction of the pool, providing water, providing other safety materials to the community, and then with the full investigative conclusion of the EPA and that of the Ministry of Health. I will ask my young brothers in studio to channel your grievances through your community chairman. I know you're accusing him and accusing other leadership, but let's do it the proper way. I understand your festive season. I mean, Jeremiah, please beg. All right? Let the government finalize the report, and then we can move on to another side. Thank you, Rufus, for giving me the opportunity to show my saying on this discussion.
Thank you, Alfred. He is the. Let's get the proper title that you.
I have a communication consultant.
Okay, communication consultant. I want that from the horse's mouth. So thank you so much. He's Alfred Topa, once advocate. He's now the consultant to Seti Brothers, Incorporated. He was just speaking on allegations that you guys have leveled against his clients, and he made mention of several things. We asked management to give out an extension of 10 minutes so that this thing can be brought to bed, and I will carry on my personal independent investigation. I have records. The show is being recorded. bit by bit, I will take on those points and reach out to the communities. So you listen to Alfred, before we open the lines, you listen to Alfred. What's your own disagreement with Alfred? Just 1 minute each.
Yeah, let me come in first. First of all, pertaining to, he talked about the warehouse. How can a warehouse brand is still all of Louis? You ask anybody, they got a warehouse close adjacent to the football field, and another one adjacent to think about the self-gassers. The one adjacent to think about the self-gassers is the one I got brand. The one adjacent to the field, that's the one that keep off Louis, the chemical. That is one.
Rabbi Mamato.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Moreover, he talked about money with hungry. Ask anybody about me. I'm established. I got my business running. I import rice, the detaxi rice, oil, the pinto beans, or Irish cream soap. I sell wholesale. I'm not a hungry guy.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah, he said he challenged us. He challenged us that EPA, there was no statement put about EPA. That was one of the claims. So it's funny, yeah, for me seeing a Liberian treating their friends like that, all because of no packaging. No, he's protecting his job. So
let me read what Divan Brooks had to say here. Divan had been following this activity. He said the Office of Representative Edward Papi Flomo had a successful meeting with the leadership of Iron Factory and management of Seti Brothers Incorporated today, December 11, 2025. That's something he wrote. And he said, at the Capitol Building office of Honorable Flomo, the meeting entered around the December 6 fire incident that affected Iron Factory, mostly Block B and C, causing panic and displacement of residents due to explosive threats from the blast that night. He said key discussion points included cause of the fire, restoring, some of the text missing. Hope, Rufus, you can resend that. So that's it. You are the public, you the judge, you listen to both sides. That's why a responsible journalism call for. Now you have the time to phone in. The lines are open, 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073 are numbers to call. Phone in. What you know about this situation there in the Iron Factory, Gardnersville area between community dwellers and that of our Seti Brothers. Let's hear you. Let's go to the line and talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Wonderful. What's your name? Within a minute, tell us what you know about this situation.
My name is Gomarico Latupan Jr., called for Iron Factory Black B.
What do you know about the situation?
Yeah, you see, my big brother in studio there set it off. You know, I'm one resident of the community here at my hospital right there on Street Fence.
Go to the issue. Let's go to the issue, my brother. Time is afraid.
I heard the Seti Brother representative speaking of Seti Brother corporate to the community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they have been responding to the community. He lied. I would say he lied because what was discussed in a meeting at Capitol Building, the main agenda was the health of the people in the community and cleaning up the community. That were the two main things. Yeah. And Seti Brother had never responded to those things up to now. I'm telling you, I have to send my woman and my 2-year-old child in Ghana, presently in Ghana for treatment because they help us my wear. In my wear, I got to close my wear for some time, put medicine for a week before anybody drove. You started drawing for that wear because the chemical took the whole place. The water was affected. I got to put medicine in our way before people started using it again. Even to drive in the community. All the dirty water was full of chemicals. I got photos. I got evidence to watch it.
Okay, so you are one of my sources in terms of the evidence. We will display the evidence on our social media handles. So let me just get your number from here. Just remain on the line. Just remain on the line. Let me screenshot it quickly. I will call you here after when I'm paying my visit. I'm not going to tell you on the air the exact time I'm going there. I'm going to go there to have the conversation with you. So let's go further before we leave you. What next you have to say?
Yeah, and one more thing I have to say here. You see, he said the well was abandoned. Yeah, if this well was abandoned, in that particular fence, the materials, the drums that they kept the chemicals in, when the fire started exploding, if the drum were leaving their compound, going to people's houses, I got two of my friends, their houses were damaged the roof. The drum flew from the fence straight on top of their favorite houses and destroyed their roof.
Okay,
yeah, he said the place was abandoned. Even that particular fence, the factory in FARC, the steel factory they got in FARC, the place they can take water from to carry to that steel factory that for in the steel fence that got burned. Then he said the place was abandoned. I agree the place was abandoned, but if the place was abandoned, what would cause that kind of explosion? If nothing was there, what would cause that kind of explosion for the whole night?
Okay.
Now,
okay.
Yesterday I had one of my friends. I got one of my friends from Enfield. He was so they visited me, and the smoke started yesterday again. Yeah, the broker got to run away and he left the community because he said it was bad.
Okay, my brother. I will do my independent investigation. Let's go to the line and talk to this other person. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Quickly, what's your name and you join us somewhere?
Yeah, my name is James Bachu and I come from Anfatre.
Let's hear you, Bachu. What do you know about the situation?
Well, the situation is great because Study Brother, as a corporate entity, has not met up with their obligations as I speak. I speak as an active secretary for the entire community.
Okay.
Yes, so my brothers in studio, they are agree with them. And most of the things they talk with the exception of saying that the Flomo is not paying much attention. I believe because he's not here, but he has a human resource officer who happens to be Musa So intervening for him. Okay. He attended some meetings and other things. In fact, it was in that particular office of Honorable Flomo that we all went, and Mr. So was there. So I was present, the combination members of I was present. After Pangalo that was mentioned was present, Councillor Boy, Tifila Smoke, the council person for Anfatre was also present. That was the community leadership end. Then from Seti Bedo's end, the management was represented by Antonio Rufus Nobel and the human resource manager who happens to be Mr. Morgan Safa Morgan. We had a proof of discussion. The only thing was that they have not met up with that commitment as we speak. And those commitments they made in the meeting. In fact, first, Councillor Rufus Nobel apologized to us several times. After apologies, he made a commitment on behalf of Seti Bedos in couple said that he said in which the was supposed to be the subsequent day. After this, detail.
Hello. Your line is cracking. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Go ahead. With a minute now because time is now, my friend.
Yes, so Seti Bedos made a lot of commitments about discussing the cause of the fire. They were going to bring safety measures. They were going to bring health team to check people doing diagnosis and people who are affected to take treatment. They were going to restore electricity. They did that partly upon the Fakalo, but they are not electrified out of the places. But why is helping the community most is that the generators are still filled with chemicals. Why after they are not going to the community to do background check and investigation. After the chemical water, pouring out, splashing on them, just spilling all in the community there. Running generators, and we have wells there. I have photos of that. I have some photos of that.
I will get those photos from you.
Yeah. So the chemicals are there as we speak. The air pollution is there because smoke is there, and what smoke is fire is there. Since the onset of the fire, December 6th, you can't tell why it's happening to people lying.
Okay,
but people have to check up to now. They have not done it. They have to do the needful. If after said that they said the investigation, how long will it take for the fire service or EPS to do the investigation?
We're also going to reach out to those institutions involved. Thank you so much. Let's get to this line. This person, good morning.
Morning, Chief.
Wonderful. What's your name without time in our favor? What's your name and you join us from where?
Manito George.
From where?
According to my factory.
George, that's here within 1 minute. What do you know about this situation?
Yeah. The problem why the representative of Seti brother say not to. If they say the representative of Seti brother say our people from here, they're not being people not to force supporting our people. So you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say such a thing like that. Because we are affected, we live here. We are affected. So you shouldn't say, oh, people together and say, we all not go to that particular station and talk. So you shouldn't say that one. The only thing I want for the manager of study people to come to the community and talk to us or not. We will take legal action. That's all.
Thank you. Okay, let me hear from Rufus Divine Brooks, a journalist who's also following this whole matter. So let me hear from Rufus. Rufus, you can call me now. Let's give you the time to actually talk quickly. Let's hear this person while we are with Rufus. Hello? Rufus, you can call me now because time is not our friend. You can actually call my personal line. So let's get to hear from you. What you also know as an investigative journalist, what you also know about the situation. Let's get to hear from you quickly, Rufus. Yes, go ahead. Call quickly because time is not our friend. We're on borrowed time now. This matter is grief, and that's why we have extended our time this far. So Rufus, you can call now because time is definitely not our friend. We have other commitments to make to our clients. So our clients talk about commercial commitments. Rufus, call now or forever, and then we call it a day. So gentlemen, let's get to hear from you in a few seconds. Some of let's say your parting words, because after Rufus will be winding down. Okay, let me hear from Rufus quickly. Rufus Divine Brooks, you've been following this issue. What's your own take on the matter?
Let me say good morning to you, Rufus Cannon, and I appreciate you joining me. So we've been on top of this since the outbreak here at the Iron Factory, Seti's brother branch, that's located in Block B. So the community wrote a letter to the House of Representatives. He also wrote a letter to the representative of District Number 13 and EPA, which I also have copied in my possession. And the matter that was discussed, we also have copies here too as well. But how be it, I think they have been patient in dealing with the company and the representative. So they took to the script the last time. They protested peacefully during the day, in which we left for our viewer homes as a journalist and for our institutions as well. So we were also called during the evening hour around 6 to 7 that the folks there were protesting again that the company were carrying their chemicals that they brought from out of the country into the same warehouses that are just nearby each other. So we rushed there. We identified ourselves with the police. At first, the matter was very kind. The police officers that were there, they were very respectful at first.
Let's just summarize, Rufus. Let's get to the main issue.
All right. So just after that time, period, I think they needed to execute attacks by carrying the chemical into the buildings of Seti brother. So they had to put more police officers in which they fired tear gas. We have 7 aggrieved residents that were arrested, that were detained at Central, in which we followed. The next day, we also followed the entire case. So now, so the guys they have been in for various radio stations. We've been listening to them. We also waiting on the outcome of the investigation from EPA, investigation from the National Fire Service as well. So whatever thing that comes out, we will update you as soon as possible.
Thank you. We hope to receive the information that you have in your possession concerning the matter. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, my brother.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Okay, so let's squeeze in the last call here and then call it a day. Hello?
Yes, hello.
What's your name and join us from where?
I'm Carol Sequel from Iron Factory.
Let's hear you.
Yes. When I was speaking, the smoke say embarrassing. I was just thinking God, family should run here, Seti Brelo. And I was speaking, the children in the hospital, children sick in the hospital. And no one coming here to say, to talk to all about this money. We there getting sick, the smoke say embarrassing us.
Okay, thank you. We're coming to our independent investigation.
The water, speaking, the chemical say coming in the water, the chemical water say coming to our area and safety us.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you. We can go more than what we actually gone already. So, gentlemen, within a minute, let's hear from the both of you.
Yeah, from my partner comment, especially I want to say thanks. And moreover to my people of District 13, Anyafati community, I Peter Norumikan. We are on our feet of this. And moreover, I just want to be clarity. We are not against the government. We're not against FLOMO. We're not against EPA, as my brother gave false information. We are going to speak the fact and speak for our people. Moreover, we are on our feet. We'll continue to speak the fact. Edward FLOMO is our representative. No one else against him. We're talking about the office. Those that are in the office did not respond to the issue on time. Thank you so much.
That's it for you.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for giving us the stage, and then we also want to tell the community thank you, because without them we would have been here, with their support. So that's all.
Time is now, my friend. We cannot take any more calls. Thank you so much for all of you who made it possible to phone in to make your own input regarding the situation we had here this morning. So, aggrieved members from I Am Patrick Gatineausville on the Seti Brother explosion issue. We've been talking more about it. We also had on the line a representative from Seti Brother in person of Afra Tokwa. He said he's the communication how you call it? A communication consultant. He was also speaking on behalf of the institution. My name is Rufus Divine Cannon. Earlier on, my guy provided us updates on the traffic. Francis Kamara actually provided us update on the traffic from the Sinker Bell. And we say to all of us, Liberia is all we have. The only land that we cannot be deported from. So, like I always say to you, two things in this life you always be remembered for: the problems you create and the problems you solve. And we must take responsibility for two things in our lives: our fortune and that of our misfortune. Mahatma Gandhi said, and I quote, "The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing will suffice to solve most of the world's problems," unquote. Until we have this time like this, this is my final edition for the year 2025. The next time you hear me on this program will be the fresh edition in the year 2026. But tomorrow, John Cassett and Fan Format concludes this year's final edition of the Positive Show. Let's keep the peace and play it safe. I lead, another follow. First among equals. Of course, I'm destined for greatness. You have yourselves a wonderful and God bless day. Follow the rest of our broadcast.